Time for our next fight. Let's go through the numbers, Brian Adams.
Well, Eddie Alicea, 5 pounds over the contractual weight. He's 8 years younger, so look for activity in the young man from Cleveland.
Well, both fighters are in the ring. Let's get the official introduction. Once again, here's Bob Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Aviator Sports and Events Center in Brooklyn, New York, our next bout of the evening is brought to you by DeBella Entertainment. It's sponsored by Manfredi Auto Group on Highland Boulevard in Staten Island for your best deal. Also brought to you by Everlast. This bout's scheduled for 6 rounds of professional boxing in the middleweight division. Your judges scoring at ringside are Carlos Ortiz, Robert Perez, and Kevin Morgan. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, Pete Santiago. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 159 pounds. His professional record, 7 wins, 1 loss, all 7 wins by way of knockout. From Killeen, Texas, here is James Johnson. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks with gold trim. He weighed in at 165.5 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career, 5 wins, no losses, 3 wins by way of knockout. From Cleveland, Ohio, here is Eduardo Alicea.
Boxer, I explained the rules to both of you guys in the locker room. I expect you to listen to my commands at all times, respect my commands at all times, okay? Good luck. Good punches.
All right, Alicea, James Johnson. A couple of middleweights here going 6 rounds. You know, Johnson out of Texas, just 7-1. All 7 of his wins come by knockout. Alicea 5-0. So this should be a good fight. Johnson in the blue trunks, white trim. Alicea in the red trunks, gold trim.
And Johnson may have had a valuable experience last time out. He lost a decision to Daniel Boone, who was very tricky, very smart, and very crafty. So knocking out your first 7 opponents and then run up against a Daniel Boone should be an educational experience.
Alicea is a young kid who's 23 now, young, had over 250 amateur fights. There's a good combination. Alicea, and Johnson comes right back, pops him with the jab. You see Alicea is, of course, trained by Robert Garcia. He was trainer of the year, I think, in 2013, wasn't he?
Yes. Roberto Garcia. I thought he was an underrated champion. Very, very intelligent.
Johnson connected to Alicea to the body moments ago.
And see, I don't like to see this type of first round. I hate when they say it was a filling out round. Why you got to fill out? You train. You know what you should be doing. So there's no need for you to go in and try to fill out your opponent.
Double jab by Alicea. Again, Alicea is originally from Ohio, but now lives out in Oxnard, training with Garcia full time. First time for him, though, fighting here in New York City.
He said he'd been in New York City hanging out, but first time fighting.
Says his goal today is to leave an impression. He's got under a minute here in the first round.
So he hasn't, thus far, he has yet to leave an impression. He said he wants people to walk away and go, whoa, got to see this kid again.
Yeah, his kid's got something is what he said, so. There's a couple of jabs. Follows it up with a right hand to Johnson.
What I see here early, Alicea should be aggressive. He should be pushing this fight. He shouldn't stay on the outside and box with Johnson. I think Johnson edges him right now in the boxing category.
Final seconds of the first round. A round where both guys have had their moments. Let's take a quick break. You're watching Broadway Boxing. We'll be right back.
On the bucket. Look here. Look here. You got to start working your combinations, okay? Right hand, left hook, okay? Push off your right foot. Push off with your right foot.
You gotta step in with a jab. And then throw the hook. So you're in close, right? Don't do it, because I'm telling you, do it when you know it's ready, right? Yeah, maybe get somebody, and then hook right hand, all right? You back them up, get after them, but very smart. Bending your knees, all right?
Round two between Eduardo Alicea, the red trunks, taking on James Johnson out of Texas in the blue trunks.
And both guys are trying to do the same thing. They're trying to get the jab going. The slight difference is the fact that Johnson is throwing one jab, and where Eddie jabs is 2 and 3. See, one jab by Johnson, one jab by Johnson.
Johnson misses a big overhand right. Misses with a left hook.
That's being kind. Misses.
Drew a lot of wind. How's that? Here's a body shot by Johnson.
You know, although Eduardo shows some good defensive skills there, he has to learn how to counter. Slip, slide, and then counter.
We're halfway through round two. You see Johnson keep shaking no to Alicea as if to say, hey, look, your punches don't hurt me. You got nothing, but he hasn't followed it up until right now. Here's right hand, a right hook.
But I thought he was getting the better of this round. Johnson, that is. I thought he was the most active one. He's the one moving forward. Yeah, of course, as soon as I say that,
Alicea comes back with a right hand. Snaps Johnson's head back. Johnson on the attack now. 30 seconds left in this round. There's a good right hand again by Alicea.
yeah, he walked Johnson right into that 1-2. Johnson is very square, moving forward, but very square.
Another right hand. Let's take a listen here in the corner of Eduardo Alicea.
But you're also giving him some chances, all right? You're giving him some chances. Him throwing and you're not coming back. Even though he's not landing, but he's throwing. You gotta make him miss and then hit him with 2 or 3 punches. All right? Every time you stay busy, he can't do anything about it. He's got to block. He's got to defend himself. So you got to try to stay busy, Eddie. All right? Let's go, man. Let's go. How you feeling? Condition good?
Yeah.
All right.
Stay there. Hey, stay on the outside, box this guy. Pop your jab. Hey, you shoot the right hand, come back, follow with the left hook. If you shoot the left hook, follow with the right hand.
Sure.
Okay? You step in close, go to the body. Come back up, finish up top. Okay? You throwing them wild punches and he coming right back over the top. Come on. Come on, baby.
Round 3, and I think Robert Garcia was listening to you in his instructions there, Eduardo Alicea.
But you know what? He was very honest, and you like to see honest trainers. A lot of trainers BS guys. But as a former champion, he understands you have to be honest. And he told him, listen, although he's not landing, he's busy, and you're not counterpunching. And I thought I saw that last round.
You wanted to see more of it. Let's see if he does in this round. Johnson again, there's a left hook. That one connects to the body. Backs Alicea up to the ropes. Alicea steps off.
And Garcia told Alicea, you have to have these rounds clear. You don't want to leave it to the judges.
Ooh, both guys connect. Alicea with a right, Johnson with the right as well. Oh, good right hand by Alicea.
Alicea landed nice right hands, but he's not stepping in with the punch.
Big miss by Johnson, the left hook or right hook.
No, it was no need for Alicea to dip out and be across the ring.
Here's a 1-2 by Alicea. Left hand.
See, now Alicea is starting to counterpunch James, which is going to force James to try to counterpunch because he's going to stop throwing.
Johnson.
See, Johnson getting timid now with his punches.
And getting the workload is a lot less. He's tiring a bit.
Well, for the last 2 minutes, every punch he threw, Alicea countered.
Under a minute, there's an uppercut. Here comes Johnson now. Back on the offensive.
I have to say, this is an even match. Again, once again, matchmaker Joe Chiumbo did a good job.
Combination by Alicea. Digs to the body, then came upstairs.
Nice body shot by Alicea.
Final seconds of this round. Let's take a quick break. You're watching Broadway Boxing. Welcome back. Take a look at some of the action from round 3.
Well, both guys trying to get the jab going. There, Johnson was the aggressor behind his jab. Next sequence, Alicea was aggressive behind his jab.
This is the 4th round. We're at the Aviator Sports Complex here in Brooklyn. Brian Custer alongside Brian Adams and Alicea on the offensive here. A couple of 1-2 combinations. There's a body shot, a right hook to the body. And Johnson comes back, right uppercut. There's a body shot by Johnson again. Another body shot.
That one was a little low, I think. But he has the right idea, though.
He's hooking.
I like the aggression here by Johnson. And I also like the composure by Eddie.
Johnson a lot more active here in this round than he was in the third. Halfway through this round.
And I thought they traded rounds. On my scorecard, I had the first round by Eddie, second round by Johnson, and third round by Eddie.
So our unofficial scoring's got this one pretty close thus far. These guys are going 6. And you heard Robert Garcia, Eduardo Alicia's trainer, tell him a couple of rounds ago, you need to be more decisive. Be more active. There's a right hand by Johnson.
And you're right, because you can't win either the first half of the fight or the second half. You have to win the round.
Another left hook. Alicea there. Pops him with a right uppercut.
For one punch, and he backed out.
Alicea now on the offensive, letting his hands go. 10 seconds left in this round. Here's a right hand over the top. Left hook. Let's take a listen to the corner and Robert Garcia.
Breathe. Ready to stop, bro. It's up to you. It's up to you, man. Come on.
You got the win, all that training we've done. Come on.
It's up to you, bro, now. Come on, let's go. You got to do it, all right? Put your punches together. You're throwing one at a time. No, you're landing one good one at a time, but you're not following up. You got to follow up. If you throw a good right hand, finish up with a left hook, and then finish up with a body shot. Come on, you got to do it.
Hey, set your feet and let
Put them together. Put your punches together, bro. Come on.
Hit that motherfucker.
No, if you back him up, it's not. And if you throw, it's not. If you're not throwing, of course. If you let him come to you, then you're giving him a chance. No, let's not do that, bro. Come on. You got 2 rounds left, all right? All right, this round was close, bro. This round could have been.
Next shot, go. Okay. Do what I told you to do, man. Come here. I'm faster than that, bro.
This is round 5, and these rounds are close. Both corners telling their guys, let the hands go.
And trainer Roberto Garcia said that could have been his round. Come on, you have to be more decisive. On my scorecard, I actually scored that round even.
Alicea's come out with this round. He's connected on a couple of 1-2s. Now here comes Johnson.
And I'm going to tell you the importance of having Garcia in the corner of a young fighter. Again, he's honest with him. So sometimes young guys, he got hurt with the left hook.
That hurt Alicea. Backs him up. Let's see if Johnson can take advantage.
And I was just about to say, sometimes young boxers think they look good, and they don't.
There's a body shot by Johnson. That by far, that shot that hurt Alicea, the biggest shot of the fight thus far.
And he got the respect he needed. Johnson, that is. Alicea is just backing up.
Halfway through this round. interesting thing, this was a round and Alicea started off doing that, scoring 1-2 combinations.
Then he got hit.
Then he got hit. Here's another 1-2 combination. Here's another one. Good uppercut. Minute left in the round.
See, he does well when he stands on the inside and he fights. When he tries to box, get lateral movement and jab, that's when Johnson comes on.
Here's Alicea now turning the tide here. .20 seconds left in round 5, one where Johnson hurt Alicea, but it's Alicea now who's come back with multiple combinations. Ten seconds. Alicea again throws a combination, and that's the round. Let's take a quick break. You're watching Broadway Boxing. Sixth and final round. Eduardo Alicea taking on James Johnson. Alicea in the red trunks, Johnson in the blue. Brian, how do you have this one scored?
I have it 48-48, dead even.
Wow. Oh, uppercut by Alicea. Backs Johnson up. There's a left hook by Johnson.
And that's the punch that he hurt Alicea with last round, that left hook.
Another hook by Johnson.
But Johnson standing
Wild hook by Johnson. That's a 360.
But he put all his body into it.
Here's uppercut Alicea on the inside. Body shots. Good body shot there by Alicea. Both guys trading punches now here in this final round.
Nice uppercut on the inside by James Johnson.
Halfway through the last round. There's a left hook. Alicea trying to cut the ring off on Johnson.
And I've been trying to fight the urge not to say it, but I can't. Can't do it anymore. Johnson reminds me of a character from a TV show when I grew up.
Who is that?
Sanford and Son. Grady.
There's a good left hook. Oh, combination by Alicea backs Johnson up.
So what took him so long to do all this? And Johnson is tight. The opportunity is there for Eddie because Johnson is punching, chin is straight in the air. Watch when Johnson punches.
There's not much on those punches.
Chin straight in the air. So Eddie should tighten up Get close and just fire.
Pops Johnson with the jab, double jab. Right uppercut. Right hook. 10 seconds left. Johnson's exhausted. There's a right hook. And that's the fight. Let's take a break. When we come back, the decision. You're watching Broadway Boxing. We're in Brooklyn.